A new tourism advisory group will meet for the first time this week. The Covid-19 Tourism Action Group, or CTAG, has been set up to advise the government on the fallout of coronavirus and strategies for boosting visitor numbers. The group includes representatives from Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch international airports and Air New Zealand. The airline has already warned its profits this year could be down as much as $75 million in the wake of the outbreak. New CEO Greg Foran was among representatives who met with Tourism Minister Kelvin Davis in his office today. A short time ago, I asked Mr Davis about CTAG and what it hopes to achieve.
There's a number of members of the group, starting with Tourism Industry Aotearoa, there's the Regional Tourism New Zealand, the Tourism Export Council in New Zealand, and there's also representatives across the aviation sector, along with a number of government agencies such as MB, Tourism New Zealand, MFAT, Education, Health and Immigration. The primary purpose of the CTAG is really to act as a single source of industry advice to the government on the changing impacts of COVID-19 on the tourism industry. It's to lead our re-engagement strategy with key international markets. We've got to make sure that we do have coordination across NZ Inc. and also to connect with the wider government re-engagement plan and just provide clear and consistent messaging to the tourism industry on public health management and economic impact mitigation measures.
Is it going to be a talk fest?
No, this is a very important group. Like I said, we've got to make sure that we act as a single source of industry advice to the government. We've got to make sure that our messaging is clear and that we prepare for when we start to emerge from this situation.
What I'm wanting to know is whether you have an accurate idea of the severity of the situation within the tourism industry. For example, how many jobs are lost, how many people are on cut hours, how much money they say that they're missing out on as a consequence of this.
Well, at this stage, we don't have the exact numbers. What we do know is that businesses are looking to improve the ability for people to get leave. But it's just too soon to really understand the full impact on tourism.
So Air New Zealand, obviously, government being a shareholder there, what are they telling you? We know they've downgraded their financial outlook significantly for the year. How worried are they? What are they saying to you?
Yeah, look, I met with them today, and they're having to make decisions regarding their routes and how they run their business. But they have said that we'll get through this, but they're making decisions for their business, and other businesses will have to make decisions for themselves too.
Have they told you whether they're standing workers down or asking workers to take leave? Have they mentioned any of that to you?
Yeah, I asked them that specifically. They said that they're looking at making working on the leave situation for people.
Sorry, what do they mean by that?
Well, just making it easier for people to take leave now. They're working on with their workforce to make sure that their people have basically the best outcomes that they can given the circumstances.
So, Minister, did they indicate to you that they're asking workers to take leave where possible?
Oh, no, what they're doing is working with their workers, and if those people who want to take leave can take leave, that's fine. But, like I say, businesses have to make their own decisions for their business, and it's good to see that businesses are working with their employees to get the best outcomes for them.
Could this coronavirus situation push our national carrier to the wall?
No, as they said to me today, that they're confident they'll get through this, but this is why we're all working together as an industry, as the government, as government agencies, to make sure that we do emerge from this in the best possible situation, which is why we have put in the $11 million. I mean, Tourism New Zealand is the best in the world at marketing New Zealand. We're looking at those alternative markets. Every dollar they spend, we get a return of $18 back. So, we're confident that we're doing the right things now to assist the tourism sector, the tourism industry, to get through this global situation.
Kelvin Davis, Tourism Minister there.